I'm not sure what's going to happen with this wind noise, but we'll have to just wait and see. It's trickling very, very lightly. Not full on pouring it down, it's just trickling. Trickling. I just can't be arsed getting wet. Right, first off, I want to apologise for last video because of the whole like podcast thing. It wasn't my fault, it's just a shitty video to watch, that's all. Second, I want to apologise for any wind noise you might hear now. Just, I don't want to get my face wet. And third, I have a topic for today. I want to reiterate something I'd already spoken about. I want to bring back a topic I've already spoken about, and I spoke about this last year. I've been on YouTube a whole year. On the 27th of July, that was my YouTube 1 year anniversary, birthday, whatever you want to call it. 1 year. Don't feel like 2 months ago I made this channel. 1 year and 900 subs. Not doing too bad. Right, so anyway, off topic. I want to talk about the topic I talked about a whole year ago, and I think it was in fact my second video, or even my third video with talking. I don't know, something like that. I'll link it down in the description. That is, should you get a 50cc scooter? Right, where? Oh, I'm getting soaked because of the trees. Where do I even begin with this one? Obviously, off the bat, the answer is yes. But that's not good enough. You're going to need reasons. Oh God, this rains, mate. This stuffy heat, well not heat, this stuffy weather is making me quite chesty. And I have asthma, as you already know. So, should you get a 50cc scooter? Yes. Why? This is going to take a while to explain. In the comments section the other day, someone was explaining not to get a 50cc. But I didn't agree with what they said, because I have a 50cc and obviously my views are going to be different. But it just made me think, like, that's people's views, and I want to change that. I think you should get a 50cc scooter because, like, half of the stuff I've done this year and half of last year I wouldn't have done, because I just wouldn't have had the freedom that I have now. Like, if you're 16 years old and you don't have an opportunity to get a car or anything like that, or you don't have much money, then a scooter is the most amazing thing you could buy. Honestly, you can ride to school on it, you can ride to your mate's house, you can ride to McDonald's, you can ride anywhere you want. All for, like, I don't know, cheap. All for cheap. Like, scooters can cost a lot. Oh, it's so embarrassing when they don't look at you when you nod, anyway. Like, I wouldn't have done half of the things that I've done this year and last because I had my scooter. Honestly. I got my scooter last March and I have not looked back. I have just, like, when you're 16, you live with your parents, and it's, you get a lot of, Mum, will you do this? Dad, will you do that? Will you take me here? Take me there? But with a scooter, you just don't have to ask them. Obviously, on certain occasions, you've got to ask them, say, like, the weather's really bad, or, I don't know, it's snowing. But, like, even if it's just trickling down with rain, like now, you can just ride places. Yeah, you get a little wet, but You do things on your own, and not just you don't just get the freedom with a scooter. You get the independence. You gain more self-confidence because you rely on yourself more, which means you can do more things for yourself. Getting a scooter gives you confidence, gives you independence, gives you freedom. It gives you all the things that a teenager needs. I don't want to like turn too sharply because of the wet. Oh, I hate the smell of wet concrete. Is that just me, or is... I hate the smell of wet concrete. It's awful. It just reminds me of like shitty England rainy days. And I don't remind me of that. I want to be reminded of sun and sunshine and rainbows and shit. So getting back on topic, I keep going off topic. This bad boy here has done me the world of good. I could not recommend getting a 50cc scooter enough to anyone who's like debating getting one. If you're 17, then obviously get like a 125 or something. But I would recommend getting a bike over a car for your starting vehicle, because cars are very expensive. Like, they may not see me, you may see a car advertised on Facebook for like £300, but it's not the car that costs the money, it's the insurance and the tax, and that's what rips you off. You could buy a nice Volkswagen Golf, old, I don't know, like 2003 model, I don't know about cars, so I don't mind if I'm wrong then. Yeah, but I don't know about cars, but you could get a nice Volkswagen Golf 2003 for like £400. Whoa. All 125s nowadays are like over £1,000. That's a well good deal. Well, if you get that car and you go to insure it, right. Oh, frustratingly, it wasn't my GoPro that got full up this time. It was actually my phone. So yeah, it cut me off halfway through speaking, and yeah, I honestly can't remember where I was going, but I'm gonna try and carry it on. I apologise to any newcomers. This does not happen often on my videos, apart from this and the last one, but that's an exception, I swear. So, where I was going with that whole subject, the audio cut off at, you see a £400 Volkswagen Golf on Facebook or eBay, and but then you see like a 125 for like £1,000 or £2,000, something like that, and then you're like, oh, well, £400 is obviously a lot cheaper than £1,000 to £2,000. So, I think I'll buy the car. But this is where they trap you. That car may only be £400, but if you think about the petrol, now I can't remember if I've said this already, but in a previous video of mine I talked about how cost effective a scooter is to run. And this little bit's going to coincide with that. I'm going to give you an insight. Okay? My full tank of petrol is... Oh, fly just flew in my face. My full tank of petrol is £6.50. Right? And now, a little Peugeot 209, tiny car, little Peugeot 209, a full tank for that... I'm going to have to close it, I'm sorry. A full tank for a little Peugeot 209 is £70. £70, £6.50, which are you going to choose? Obviously the £6.50. So, what I'm saying is, bikes, in the short run, might be quite expensive. You might get a 50cc for about £700, which just seems quite, seems quite steep, obviously, because £700 is a lot of money for a little scooter like this. But if you see like a nice-ish car for £400 and you're like, oh wow, I love that. That's so cheap. Because you're 17, I'm guessing you're 17, because you're 17, the insurance company will make your insurance sky high. Okay? Because all they think is you're going to be a little boy racer tearing up the streets, bombing it around on your little Nissan Micra, bombing it around, and that's what they're going to think, and that's what is probably true. It's certainly not true for me. I'm not like that. I just want a car to get around with some friends, maybe. But this van is approaching on me quick time. Fuck me. That's a little van. That's a fucking pickup truck as well, like an actual like truck. Jesus. Right, where was I going with this? Sorry. Shit. So yeah, they're going to boost your insurance sky high. Not only that, think about your insurance. Think about your insurance. Your insurance is going to be around £1,300 a year. £1,300 a year. So that £400 car for 1 year turns into what? £1,700. And then I don't know. You got to think about your tax as well. But I don't know how much tax is for a car because I'm not like too good with cars. But if you think about tax for a car, say that's like 20 quid. That £1,300 a year turns into £1,300.20. And not only that, you've got to think about petrol. Now, if you drive a car, you usually put about £10 worth of petrol in at a time. This is £6.50 for a full tank. So if you put £10 of petrol in a full time, you're still paying more for not even a full tank than you would on a bike. Now, I honestly can't remember if I spoke about this in the last recording, but ever since I got my 50cc scooter, like, my life has completely changed, honestly. Like, from March last year, from March 2015 to now, August, it's the 1st today, the 1st of August 2016, my life has literally just changed from like here to here, honestly. Because I've grown more confident, I've grown more independent, I trust myself more, I'm able to do stuff when I want to do it, I can do what I want when I want, sort of thing. Like, I don't have to be like, Mum, can you give me a lift? Or Dad, can you give me a lift? I'm just like, right, I'm going out, Mum, I'll see you in a bit. Done. Get on your bike and go. It's like, it gives you independence, freedom. It gives you so much freedom, I can't even exaggerate that. Like, just riding home at night now, looking at the view, just outside as well, not even like cooped up in a car, like outside on a bike. The freedom it gives you is incredible. Like, I used to want to go out all the time. I used to be like, oh Mum, can you take me here, can you take me there? But my mum's quite ill, so she can't always drive. So I used to be like, oh, and it used to make her feel guilty for not being able to take me, which was awful. I felt awful for that. But like, I felt awful as well because I wasn't able to go to these like events, like parties. I wasn't able to hang around with friends. Like, it just sucked so bad. But then I got this scooter, and literally my life changed. I was like, I was like cool. Ooh, nice. I was like cool because I had this. As soon as I got this, everyone wanted one. Like, I'm not even lying. Everyone wanted one, and now everyone's older. Obviously, they're getting cars and stuff. But I'm still sticking with my scooter because I love it. So what I'm trying to say is, you get freedom, confidence. Riding a little wobbly scooter at like 45 miles an hour, it gives you confidence in yourself, and it makes you trust yourself. You trust yourself that you can do it, which gives you trust in other things, because you think, oh well, if I can do that, then I can do this and this and that and this and that. And it just, like, when you're driving in a car with your mum, everything just looks so complicated. Because like driving on roads and stuff, it just looks so complicated, but when you actually do it and you learn to do it yourself, it's just such an incredible feeling. I need to nip into the shop. I don't know if they're going to kick me out because I've got my helmet on, but I once came in here and had my helmet on, so whether they've kicked me out or not, gonna have to see. Milk. Milk. 2 for £2, not bad. Oh yeah. Leave it. Cheers. Nice guy. I don't know if I caught that. Oh my god. I hope I caught that. That was funny. Enjoy the trip, lad. Anyway, right, what I was saying. It gives you freedom. I can't explain this enough, so I'm going to keep saying it and saying it and saying it. It gives you freedom. It gives you confidence. Like, I can go anywhere whenever I want, sort of thing. It's like, you can just go anywhere. And it is 100 million times cheaper than a car. In the long run. Not even in the long run, you might even find a cheap scooter. Like, my scooter was super cheap. Oh, God. Bike feels really heavy now I've got that milk in. But anyway, I can't stress it enough. I won't say it again, because you know what I'm going to say. IFC. Independence, freedom and confidence. Honestly.